It's the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. They've got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 24, Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Okay, so ready? The big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Coup now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Bengals 3. Young Way Coup.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
11.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, the option to give to Swift here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Back to throw here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Falcons 21, Bengals 3. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, the pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm wondering.
21-3 is your score after one.
The score, Falcons 21, Bengals 3.
And the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Steps away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle they go. Daly. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal. Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pushes him over. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll pitch it out here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go, here we go.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
Again, it's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Eleven MT.
They'll run on first down. Daly. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals get a bit closer in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the option to give to Swift here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder, 15 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 17. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McPherson now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back. and so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now back to throw.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Cameron Sample just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
The throw over the middle, taken in, finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Let's go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Faster.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Falcons 42, Bengals 27. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here,
and he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Algier going straight ahead. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a toss for Swift left side. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Swift, 30 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Bengals 27. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Completes it to Evan Ingram. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On the double.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 14.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 33.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
22 meter.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ready. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good whip.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
wouldn't put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from right now. They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Right, 60. Close, 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Swift again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
63, Bengals 41.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He targets Ingram for another grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 45 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now, once again, the Bengals will try for two. Throwing, Burrow. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So two scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go. Set.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Set. Ready?
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Atlanta, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.